Have you ever questioned why you exist, why any of us exist? The enigma of existence is one that has puzzled philosophers, scientists, and thinkers for centuries. It is a question that probes the very fabric of our being, the essence of who we are and why we are here. The mystery of existence is not merely a concern of where we come from or where we are going, but of what it means to be. To exist is to be conscious, to experience, to feel, to think, to act. It's an ongoing process, an ever-evolving journey of self-discovery and understanding. Consider this. There are over 7 billion people on this planet, all unique, all with their own stories, dreams, hopes and fears. Yet we all share one commonality. We exist. We are all part of this complex, baffling and beautiful tapestry of life. But why? What purpose does our existence serve? Some might argue that our existence is a product of chance, a random event in the vast expanse of the universe. Others might contend that we are here for a reason, that life is imbued with meaning and purpose. Yet, despite our best efforts, the answer remains elusive. The question of why we exist is one that may never be fully answered. Existence is perhaps the greatest mystery of all. It is the question that lies at the heart of all philosophical inquiry, the riddle that drives our quest for understanding. It is a conundrum that has given rise to countless theories, debates and discussions. Yet it is also a question that invites introspection, a journey inward to explore our own personal truths. As we delve deeper into the enigma of existence, we begin to realize that perhaps the beauty of life lies not in the answers, but in the questions, in the search for meaning, in the exploration of possibilities, in the courage to question and to seek. As we journey through life, the question of our existence remains an ever-present enigma. Imagine a world where all you see are shadows on a wall. Would you believe that to be reality? This is the fundamental question that Plato's Allegory of the Cave poses. It's a metaphorical narrative that delves into the human condition and our perception of reality. Picture this: a group of prisoners chained in a cave since birth, their bodies immobile, their gaze fixed on the wall before them. Behind them, a fire burns, and between the fire and the prisoners, objects are carried, casting shadows on the wall. The prisoners, having never seen anything else, accept these shadows as the only reality they know. But what happens when one of these prisoners is freed? Initially, the fire's light would blind him, causing confusion and pain. As his eyes adjust, he would see the objects for what they are, and realize that what he perceived as reality was merely an illusion. Emboldened by his newfound understanding, he would venture outside the cave into the sunlight. The world outside, vibrant and teeming with life, would be overwhelming. And here's where it gets interesting. If the enlightened prisoner returns to the cave to free the others, they would ridicule and resist him. They would cling to the familiar shadows, rejecting the notion of a reality beyond what they've always known. This allegory serves as a powerful metaphor for our own lives. We are the prisoners, and the cave is our mind, bound by the chains of our perceptions. The shadows on the wall are the beliefs, ideas and images we accept as reality, often without question. The journey out of the cave symbolizes the quest for knowledge, the pursuit of truth beyond the confines of our mental cave. It's a call to question, to explore, and to seek truth beyond the familiar and comfortable. Because, as Plato suggests, our understanding of reality is often limited, shaped by our experiences and perceptions. In the end, what we perceive as reality might just be shadows on a wall. Do you believe that you are truly free to make your own choices? Now that's a question that's been at the heart of philosophical debates for centuries. Free will, the supposed ability to act at one's own discretion, is a concept that has been both revered and reviled, depending on one's perspective. Let's delve deeper into this labyrinth of thought. The crux of the issue lies in understanding whether our actions are truly autonomous or subtly influenced by external factors. Are we the masters of our fate, or are we merely puppets dancing to the tune of unseen puppeteers? Consider for a moment the myriad of factors that shape our decisions. Our upbringing, environment, societal pressure, and even our genetic makeup all contribute to the choices we make. Are we truly free if our decisions are shaped by these invisible forces? Some philosophers argue that our actions are deterministic, meaning they are determined by previously existing causes. In this view, every choice we make is simply the result of a complex web of prior events. There's no room for free will here. We are just dominoes falling in a meticulously arranged line. On the other hand, others staunchly defend the concept of free will, asserting that we are indeed capable of making independent choices, regardless of external influences. They argue that we have the power to act against our instincts, to defy societal norms and to shape our destiny through sheer force of will. This dichotomy presents a fascinating paradox. Are we truly free, or are we simply under the illusion of freedom? Is free will a reality or just a comforting notion we cling to in order to make sense of our existence? Perhaps the answer lies somewhere in the middle, in a delicate balance between autonomy and influence. Maybe our choices are partially shaped by external factors, but also influenced by our internal compass, our unique perspective on the world. So I leave you with this thought to ponder. Perhaps our notion of free will is but an illusion. Is time a mere illusion or a tangible entity? This question has puzzled thinkers and scientists alike for centuries. Time, often seen as an unchangeable constant, is in fact a concept that is steeped in mystery and paradox. In the ancient era, Aristotle, the Greek philosopher, believed time to be a measurement of change, requiring a before and after, thus making it dependent on our perception. In this view, time is not an entity in itself, but a construct of the human mind, a mere illusion. Fast forward to the 17th century. Sir Isaac Newton proposed a different theory. He viewed time as absolute, flowing uniformly without regard to any external factors. In Newton's universe, time was as tangible as the apple falling from the tree. But then, in the early 20th century, the concept of time took another turn with Einstein's theory of relativity. Time, he proposed, was not absolute but relative, changing with speed and gravity. This means that time can speed up or slow down depending on where you are and how fast you're moving. It's a concept so bizarre, yet it has been confirmed by modern experiments. So where does that leave us? Is time an illusion, as Aristotle suggested, a tangible entity, as Newton believed, or a malleable construct, as Einstein proposed? Perhaps it's all three, or perhaps it's none. What we do know is that time as we perceive it governs our lives. It dictates our routines, our aging process, and our memories. Yet it remains one of the most elusive concepts in both philosophy and science. Despite our attempts to measure it, to divide it, to control it, time slips through our fingers like grains of sand. It moves forward, never backward, a relentless march from the cradle to the grave. It's a paradox that continues to baffle us, a riddle with no clear answer. Time, in its elusive nature, continues to puzzle us. What does it mean to be truly happy? Happiness, an elusive concept, is often sought after like a mirage in a desert, a beacon of light in our lives that we tirelessly chase. We crave it, yet its definition seems to be as varied as the people who seek it. So, what is happiness? Is it a momentary feeling of joy, a fleeting sensation of pleasure, or is it a state of mind? Is it the sum of all pleasant experiences, or is it the absence of suffering? Or perhaps it's the pursuit of purpose, of meaning, of connection that brings us the most profound sense of happiness. Society often presents us with a predefined package of happiness: a successful career, a loving family, a luxurious lifestyle. But does ticking these boxes guarantee true happiness? The answer may not be as straightforward as we think. Happiness is not a destination, but a journey. It's not a static state of being, but a dynamic process of becoming. It's not about how much we have, but how much we appreciate. It's not about living without challenges, but about finding strength and growth in them. It's easy to get caught up in the race for materialistic gains, in the pursuit of societal standards. But in this race, we often overlook the simple moments of joy, the small victories, the everyday miracles. We forget that happiness can be found in a shared laugh, a heartfelt conversation, a warm cup of tea on a cold day. Perhaps it's time to redefine our concept of happiness, to look beyond the societal norms and personal beliefs, to question if what we're chasing is what we truly desire or merely what we've been told to desire. In the grand scheme of life, the pursuit of happiness remains our most personal journey. It's a journey of self-discovery, of finding our own unique path, of creating our own definition of happiness. And perhaps that is the true essence of happiness, the freedom to define it for ourselves in our own terms, in our own time.